Namaskar and welcome back to another episode of Unlocking Stars with Abhishek, a series on Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra. We have been doing in the previous episode uh, verses related to Maraka planets. So, in continuation with that, today we will be discussing verse number 15 to 21, in which Mahashiji has discussed various aspects related to Maraka planets, which uh, houses, which planets, under what condition they should be considered as Maraka planets, and how they are correlated with the lifespan of a person. So, in order to discuss this more and to give us better insight into these issues, we have with us our astro expert Abhishek. Welcome, Abhishek.
Thank you.
Please enlighten us more on these verses.
Thank you very much once again. That's blessings of Mahaguru Mahasi Parasa and Mahadev. We are participating in the Gyan Yagya, this great Gyan Yagya, doing commentary on the verses of Brihat Parasa Hora Shastra. Mahaguru Mahasi Parasa is in one of the most important adhyaya, most important chapter, Marak adhyaya. Most important because it's related to the life of the native. Here he is not merely talking about the some materialistic gain or loss. He is talking about the loss of life. And if life is there, then only you can do the phalades, or then only you can do anything, because native has to be alive. And that is the central discussion in our system in particular, and in general, all the religions talking about these things. How this aspect of life is very important. And Mahaguru Maharshi Parashara is coming up with the celestial combinations to understand the Marak Lakshana. If you try to understand the symptom of death in Shastra, then a lot of revelations are there. How symptoms are coming, you can sense, native can sense death is coming. Although there are 101 types of death described in Mahabharata, but eight are very important, which we have discussed. And it's depicted as a beautiful, like a Devi, Mrityu. And Marak is the carrier of that Devi. And that is the subject of this episode, what we are doing. But Mahaguru Maharshi Parasar is talking about those Lakshan astrologically. So he will give the celestial combinations. Before going into that, how important this is, this central theme in our parampara, in Sanatan parampara in general. I'm taking you to the Kurukshetra once again, where Bhagavan is saying in second chapter about the death and life when Arjun was confused, totally confused. So in the second chapter, in verse 27, he is coming. He's saying like that. जातस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्युर्ध्रुवं जन्म मृतस्य च तस्माद् परिहारार्थेन त्वं सोचितुमर्हसि. So means if birth is sure, then death is also sure. So he is saying to Arjun, like, if you think somebody will die, then somebody will born also. And if somebody got birth, then he will get death also. So if you consider one thing is happening, then other will happen also. So birth and deaths are unavoidable. So you should not, or anyone who is enlightened or anyone who has some sense should not make grief over it. So the flavor of immortality is being injected in our parampara. So there is where the mind is without fear. So doing this type of chapter, Marak Adhyaya, when Mahaguru Maharishi Parasar will go in more deep, and then he will talk all sort of things, how death is happening and what will happen to the dead body also. So all sort of thing will come. That's why I'm just bringing up those things. So we should not afraid of these things. These are the eternal things, and in our parampara we are celebrating this. So now it's time to enter into Mahaguru Parasar Mahakathan related to Marak Lakshan. We picked up a couple of verses today, starting from the verse 15 and onwards. Let's pray Mrityunjay, who is the Lord of the Mrityu, who is the Kal of the Kal, Mahakal. Let's pray him before entering into the Guru Mahakathan. Om Saddhojatam prapadyami saddhojataye vai namo namaha. Bhave bhave nati bhave bhavasya mam bhavodbha he namaha. Namaha sayam namaha pratar namo ratrya namo diva bhavaye cha sarvaye chobhabhyam karam namaha. Yasya niswasthitam veda yo vedebhyo akhilam jagata nirmame tamaham vande Vidyatirtham Maheswaram. Jai Gurudev. Har Har Mahadev. Har Har Mahadev. So let's come in Guru Kathan, Mahaguru Mahakathan related to Marak Lakshan. Our Vedic astrology, Vedic Jyotish, is nakshatra based. This is the astrology of constellations. And we know when we are categorizing the constellation, 9 type of constellations, 9 taras, we know the tara vichar we are doing whenever we are doing the tara vichar. So we know the Janma Tara, Sampat Tara, Vipat Tara, Chem Tara, Pratyahari Tara, Sadhak Tara, Vad Tara, Maitri Tara, and Ati Maitri. So these 9. And they are repeating. So Anu Janma, so they 9 will repeat. And then 3 Janma, then the 9 will repeat. So 9, 9, 3 triads we got. That is the Tara system we got. That is also a blessing. This system is also a blessing. And that is making our astrology more accurate, more refined. Mahaguru Maharishi Parasar is connecting that Marak Lakshan, the indication through the Tara system, through these initial verses. Let's come. Let's see. Parasaruvacha Atha anyadapi vakhyami Drinam Marak Lakshanam Alpayuryog Jatasya Vipabhe cha Mrittir Bhabe. So this Vipabhe, he is talking about the Vipattara. Vipattara he is talking about. So first of all, the first request or first direction, first instruction from Mahaguru Maharishi Parasar, think about the longevity. See, if longevity is falling to the short longevity, Alpayu, then Alpayu is there, then there is a Mritu Bhai, there is a fear of death for that native, chances of death for that native when the Vipattara is running. Vipattara is the third from the Janmatara. Because we can say like that, fear of death, because it's very hard to give the exact date. Mahaguru Maharshi Parashara already indicated through various verses. Now, Madhyayuryogajasyaivam pratyaraucha mritir दीर्घायुर्योगजातस्य बधवेतु मृत्युर्भवे. So Madhyayu, when the lifespan is a medium, then Pratiharitara, the fifth one, the fifth from the Jantara, Pratiharitara, the chances of death. Mahaguru is saying Mritir Bhavet. And then for the Dirghayu span, the longer span, the Vadhatara, Vadhabhe. So Vadhatara, that is the seventh one. Chances of fear of death. So that's why here we can now understand third, fifth, and seventh nakshatras from the Janam nakshatra. They are deadly, they are not good, they are inauspicious. Here Mahaguru Maharshi Parashara is connecting those tara with the Mritu Bhai, with the Mritu or Mritu Bhai, like that. So when we are doing the Vichar, Ayur Vichar, then Marak Vichar is very important, and those Tara consideration, that is also giving you some idea. That is a declaration from these verses. It's a coincidence, I can say. I'm not connecting the dots here. Coming from the electrical background, when we are studying the electrical and electronic system, how they are behaving at a very microscopic level, then we are studying the harmonics. And that side also, the third, fifth, and seventh, these all odd harmonics are very dangerous, and we have to filter it out. It's a coincidence here, the third, fifth, and seventh. These are how dangerous. I'm not connecting those things, but I'm saying like it's a coincidence, because sometimes nature is talking same thing, indicating something need to understand. So these are the revelation from these verses, 15th and 16th. Anything up to here?
So that means the short Ayu is indicating towards the third nakshatra, the third tara, and medium Ayu is for the fifth, and long Ayu is for the seventh. So maybe in chronological sequence, Mahashiji has kept it. And all this indication also gives it reconfirms that why Mahashiji has given first a chapter on longevity followed by Maraka, because here what we are understanding that without longevity understanding, you can't work out the Marakas also. It's very difficult.
Yeah, basically the Marak Veda Adhyay is the study of longevity only. So longevity is the main subject, and Marak Veda Adhyay is the supplementary chapter attached with the longevity only. And Mahaguru Maharshi Parashara is going like that, third, and then fifth, and then seventh. You know, the third is more dangerous, attached with the short span, they kill the native. The fifth is for the medium, kill the native, and the seventh is for the longer, the Dirghayu native. So if you study those things, the potency of the dangerousness is more in the third. The same thing happening in the electrical. That's why I just connected that one. The third harmonic is more dangerous than fifth and seventh, like that. So it's a whole,
Third you're saying is more dangerous.
Because very, very early it's a kill the native. So deadliness is more, it's a very early, 32-year finish. Before 32 years, kill the native. The potency is high. And then the medium, so giving some breath to the native, 64 year, up to 64 year you go. And then the seventh is coming. It's like that. These are all interpretation, because what is the real fact here is the prediction only. If you
No, but how we can say that third is going to be more, the potency will be more, because see, whatever age of a native is dying, whether it is a young age or a medium age or old age, death is inflicted by something. Like in this case, initially it is the third star which is responsible, and then fifth, and then seventh. So the impact, I think, will be the same, because it is the ultimate result is a death. Okay, so impact will be the same. So how can we say that the third one will be more powerful in comparison to fifth and seventh? Because the ultimate effect will be the same.
when we
It's
are
just that something is happening early in life, and for another native, it is happening later in life. But what is the end result? It will be the same only. But this is my understanding. What do you have to say about that?
No, actually, when we are trying to understand the harmonics, then we will do the like harmonic analysis. So there are the two components. So we got so many tools and techniques like the Fourier analysis, and we are doing other methods. So when you will do that analysis, then these are all mathematical, because as Galileo said, mathematics is the language of God. When he's talking in terms of mathematics, so you can make an equation. So when you are doing this analysis, you are building up you are deriving an equation. So that equation will come up, and that analysis will tell you that third is more dangerous. So that's why third got the potential to kill the native early. Result, you are connecting only with the results. So the result is the death. So either it kill before or after, it's a death only. But the potential is, it is killing, it's got a potential to kill the native very early. He is in early 32 and it has potential to kill. So that's why. So when you do that analysis like that, so that analysis will show you mathematically. Both are the same things like that. That's why when we did like a Sodas Varga Adhyaya, so how Guru Maharshi Parashar is playing with the harmonics, because there are so many layers. That's why we love to take this Shastra in the scientific arena and see these verses through the modern lens, especially when we are seeing through the modern quantum physics and all. Then we understand so many dimensions are there, and that's why those dimensions are considered as a rahasyarth. So we are just, if we are only try to understand the meaning, the translation from Sanskrit to our Hindi or English, so only that is the only sabdarth. So we are at the sabdarth level, gross level. But when you are going deep, digging down and reaching up to the rahasyarth level, then you will reach up to the harmonics level. Then only you can understand mathematically like why third is more stringent. And that is validated through the electrical system also. But anyway, result is same. But the two things is happening: impact and likelihood when we are studying the things. So impact is same, and then we have to check the likelihood. Here not likelihood, here it's like a early or later or in between. So that's why we are saying that third is more. But it doesn't make sense. It doesn't change anything, because result is same. Result is death only. I hope it's clarify your doubt.
Yes.
We can have it's a very it's a Hora. It's a very native specific, but in general we can study and we can try to understand those nakshatras behavior, how Taittiriya Samhita is talking the behavior of the nakshatra. When you do the modeling of those nakshatra behavior in a mathematical manner, then they will talk a lot. And when you are modeling that one in a mathematical manner, then only you can have an algorithm, and then you can go up to the software, and then you can come up with the AI or software. So these are the evolution. It's all coming from here only. This is the source. I hope it's clear now. Can we move further?
Yes.
Parasaruvacha द्वाविंशत्रयांसपश्चैव तथा वै नासिकाधिपः दीपतारा प्रत्यारीसा बदवेशैस्तथैव च. Now he is invoking the other villains for the native's life, other Maraks. They can kill the native. He is coming up. So he is talking about the 22nd Draskan, Lord. So 22nd Draskan, Lord, and the Lord of these this Binas Nakshatra. So 23rd Nakshatra from the Janma Nakshatra. So we have to be careful. We have to give advisory. Jyotish is an advisory role always. So we have to give advisory about the 23rd Nakshatra Lord's effect or dasa on native. That is the Vinas Nakshatra. There might be Bhai and the Lord of the 22nd Draskan. So 22nd Draskan, we dealt that one like in divisional chart episodes, how to come up with how to calculate that one. And then further, Lord of 3, 5, and 7, 3, 5, 7 nakshatra taras. And then further Mahaguru is giving more. So here up to verse 17, 22nd Driskan Lord, and then the 23rd Nakshatra Lord from the Janma Nakshatra, and the Tara Swami, 3rd, 5th, and 7th. Mahaguru is adding more characters now through the verse number 18. Adhyanta paucha vigyayau chandra krantar grihada dvija marakau papa khetau to subhau chendro gatau asmritau. Now further he is saying, moon, think about moon, where moon is posited. So from moon, 2nd house, Lord. From moon, 12th house, Lord. So they are also having characteristics of Marak. If they are malefic, they will kill. If they are benefic, they might give some disease. They will give some relaxations. So these are the informations provided by Mahaguru Mahasi Parashara. Now question can arise, why Mahaguru Mahasi Parashara is taking moon here? It means he is giving more weightage to moon chart. So that question can be arises. Because great acharyas are coming up, they are saying like you can do vichar, any vichar from the Chandra Kundli, Surya Kundli, and Moon Kundli. But here Mahaguru Mahasi Parashara is giving more importance to Chandra Kundli. From Chandrama he is saying to think about the second house lord and 12th house lord. Because he is, in opinion here, Indu Sarvatra Bijavo. So moon is the cause of everything. Moon is the seed. Everything is coming out of moon only. That's why in North India, like more moon-centric considerations. Although personally, I'm in opinion of going by all the kundlis, as Mantreswa Maharaj said. But Mantreswa Maharaj said all the kundlis are available, but again he is giving importance to moon. And he is saying all the balas in any planets is a reflection of moon only. Because again he is coming Indu Sarvatra Bijavo on that line. So that's why Mahaguru Maharshi Parasa is directing Maitreya to think through, second and 12th from moon. And look at their character, if they are malefic or benefic. It's like a teacher, like a very good teacher. It's a very gentle teacher. So if she or he will punish his or her student, then the gentle good teacher will not harshly punish, give punishment in a very softer way, like benefics. But malefics are coming, they will kill the native. No mercy at all. They got a charge, they will act. So that is the revelation. Anything you are asking, I think?
So here, surprisingly, it is the second. Second is generally considered to be Maraka house, but 12th is taken. So planets found in second and 12th is taken. So 12th, I was it a little surprising because usually when they consider Maraka houses, they take second and 7th. But 12th in this case was little surprise for me.
Yeah, and Mahaguru Maharshi Parasar here taking up moon chart basically. So it's a loss of like a moon significations. So that's why he is giving more importance to that, the 12th over other because here think about in a mental ability and the mental sort of thing of the mental character, the mental persona. So the loss of that one, that's a mritu itself. The vyaya of that one, that is mritu itself. And the second you already agreed. So that's why Mahaguru is coming like that. Mahaguru is saying through these verses, his blessings, these are all mantras. The only thing is we are understanding or not understanding, that is up to us. So we should try to understand what Mahaguru is saying. I hope you understand, because he picked up the moon, the mental persona, the vyaya of that persona. The mental persona of the native gone. It's a mritu itself. Let's come in the further verses. I hope you understood that one.
Yeah, thank you.
Sastadhipadya samcha nrinam nidhana sambhava sasta astarist nathanam pahare mrityur bhave. Now he is coming up to the houses. Now he is coming up to the houses. So sustain sixth lord, dasa of sixth lord. Dasa of sixth lord, there might be possibility of maran. That is a sambhavna. There is a sambhavna. Nidhan sambhavaha, Mahaguru is saying. Sashta adhip. So Sashta adhip, lord of Sashta, lord of sixth. Dasayam. So dasa of the lord of sixth. There is a sambhavana of Nidhan, he is saying. That there might be a sambhavana. Then there is a dasa of Marques. Hypothetically, you think there is a dasa of Marques. and Antardasa is coming. So there is already Dasa, Mahadasa of Markes is running, and then Antardasa of Sastes is coming, 6th Lord. Or Antardasa of Ashtames is coming, 8th Lord. Or Antardasa of 12th Lord is coming, Dwades. Then there might be great chances, high chances of Maran. Those Antardasa. Because Markes Mahadasa is already running. Then Antardasa is coming also, 6th Lord, 8th Lord, 12th Lord, Trik. That's the problem. Now come further. I hope it's a very simple, it's a very clear now. Markaha bhavaha kheta yadi veere samanvita tada dasa antare vipra rog kasta adi sambhavaha. If Marak grah is very strong, very bali, then in the dasa antarasa of that Marak, either Mritu will happen, but it depends upon longevity. If Nati got the longevity, then how Mritu will happen? Death will not happen. Then what will happen? Then Kast, Mritu Tulle Kast, then Rog, that will happen. Something bad will come, either Mritu or Mritu Tulle Kast. So if Ayu is not finished, then Mritu Tulle Kast will come through the Rog Adi, through the disease Adi thing. Let's come in the last verse. तद उक्ताये मारकास्ते प्रबलो मुख्य मारकः तदवस्था अनुसारेण मृत्युर्वा कष्टमाधीसे. Now he is giving the instruction, the final instruction to Maitre. The final instruction is coming. You think about these markas. I told you who are the markas. Now you can understand who are the markas. The 22nd Driskan, I told you the 2nd Lord and 12th Lord from the moon also. I told you so many things. So you can make a list of the markas. And then you check the bala of the markas and put those markas in the priority order, in the, who is the strongest, then stronger, then strong, like that. And then you do the Maran Vichar accordingly. This is the instruction from Mahaguru Maharshi Parashara to Maitre, directly, and to us indirectly, because he is instructing every Devagya, every serious seeker. He is the Mahaguru. He is the Mahaguru only. So he is teaching everyone. So that is the case. So now Maitre is capable to understand who are the markas, and he can make a list. He can make a list and he can understand the strongest marka, and then think about the longevity span, and then think about the dasa sequence, and then the potency of the markas, and do the vichar, the predictive intelligence, the analytical intelligence that is required, because dhimanaha, that is the qualification of astrologer, Mahaguru Maharshi Parashara. So everything he cannot cook and he cannot give you. So he is giving the tool, and you go and you apply, because it's a Hora, it's an applied science. Here there is no ready-made things are happening. It's not like a kitchen, everything is Mahaguru is just cooking and he will give you, serve you. It's not like that. It's a Hora, he is just giving you a tool and you go and apply. And the test is, the result will be accurate. You can see, because it's a Pratyaksh Shastra. Thank you very much. Any questions, please?
Thank you. So I was just wondering that despite making all this list of the Marakas and what could be the possible in the different Mahadashas and Antardashas, we try to analyze, but what remain very important is the longevity. So suppose if the Antardasha or Mahadasha of a Maraka planet comes and the longevity is Purnayu, then the person is in the Madhya Ayu stage, that is, say, person is 50 years. He will not die. So that one thing I think is very important when we consider all these. What do you have to say about that?
It's a very important. He will not die. He will not get the mritu, but he will get the mritu tulle kast. So the Mritu Tulya Kast will come. So that is also a prediction. That is also advice. So that is also thing, because these dasas are coming, these lords are coming, they will come and they will give something. If they are not able to give the mritu, so at least give the mritu tulya kast, give some disease, give some problem, give some accident.
True.
Because dasa is just like a roller coaster drive. So like promise is set out in the chart statistically, and dasa is coming, and that is giving the roller coaster, and then the native life is just up and down is happening. How beautiful this shastra is, you can see. So you can see like that.
Yeah.
So it's like a static promise is there, but the dasa, different dasa is coming, and the native life is a roller coaster, up and down, up and down. So going like that. Because so this shastra is taking anyone, Daivagyas, especially in a Sakshi Bhav. So that's why Mahaguru Mahasi Parasa told Maitre, if you learn this Shastra, only you will learn this Shastra, you will get the liberation. Because Daivagy will, then he can see he is in a Sakshi Bhav, because things are happening. Sri Krishna said in the in Gita how three gunas are interacting each other's. Nobody is doer. So Devagyas can feel that one. So ultimately, this shastra is taking you to the spiritual advancement also. So this is not shastra for the commercial purpose. This is a shastra, it's a divine shastra for a spiritual advancement also, because it's a part of Mahavishnu Puran, the great Mahavishnu Puran. You know, a lot of research happened on the Puranas, and the result is coming like that. Even Westerners believe Mahavishnu Puran is the most authentic, most genuine Puran, because the geography described there, there is no means for us, for our ancestors, but the how they have described the geography of India, geography of world, and the cosmos and everything is accurate today also. I hope it's clear. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, friends, that's all for today. If you have any queries, any questions, feedback, suggestions, you can always write to us in the comment section. Thanks for listening to us. Thank you, Abhishek.
Thank you. Jai Gurudev.